Welcome to the first episode of Never Found Unsolved Disappearances and Deaths, where each week we will talk about a victim still waiting to be found, a case still waiting to be solved, and families still waiting for answers and closures. I'm your host, M, and in this series we dive into the most haunting real life disappearances, cases where people have vanished under mysterious, often chilling circumstances or cases that are still puzzling the authorities. Each episode blends verified facts with enhanced storytelling, giving you a detailed, immersive look into what might have happened and what still hasn't been found. So, if you are into true crime, unsolved mysteries, and strange real world puzzles, hit subscribe. Do not forget to turn on notifications so that you do not miss the next episode. Who knows, this reaches someone who knows something. So, in our first episode, Vanished in Paradise, the unsolved disappearance of Sudiksha Konanki, we bring to you a simple version of what happened that night, that fateful night. In March 2025, 20-year-old Sudiksha Konanki, a promising University of Pittsburgh student, vanished during a spring break trip to Punta Cana with her friends in Dominican Republic. So what began as a joyful vacation turned into a haunting mystery that remains unsolved. So who was Sudiksha? Sudiksha was born in India in 2004 and moved to the US in 2006, settling with her parents in South Riding, Virginia. A brilliant student, she attended the Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology and later pursued biology and chemistry at the University of Pittsburgh, aiming for a career in medicine. Her proud parents, Subbarayadu and Sridevi Konanki, described her as ambitious and kind-hearted. Sudiksha was known for her dedication to academics and her close-knit relationships with family and friends. So what happened on the night of disappearance? On March 3rd, 2025, Sudiksha and 5 friends arrived at the Rio Republica Hotel in Punta Cana. In the early hours of March 6th, surveillance footage captured Sudiksha with her group at the hotel bar. Around 4:15 a.m., she was seen walking arm in arm with 22-year-old Joshua Ribe toward the beach. The group dispersed around 5 a.m., leaving Sudiksha and Ribe alone. Ribe later claimed they were swept into the ocean by a wave, and after struggling to the shore, he last saw Sudiksha in knee-deep water before he vomited and fell asleep on a beach chair. He says he left the beach around 8:55 a.m. So the search efforts were launched immediately. The local authorities launched an extensive search involving drones, helicopters, and divers. Despite these efforts, no trace of Sudiksha was found. Ribe was detained for questioning, but was later released and he returned to the US. Also, Interpol, the International Criminal Police Organization, issued a yellow notice for Miss Konanki's disappearance. And for listeners who do not know what a yellow notice is, it is issued for missing persons such as victims of kidnappings or unexplained disappearance. As with any case, there are theories, there are speculations, and the one with Sudiksha's case, the prevailing theory suggested that she had drowned, supported by Ribe's account. However, some questioned the circumstances, noting inconsistencies in Ribe's statements and the lack of physical evidence of drowning. But no foul play has been officially determined. Nearly a week had passed since 20-year-old Sudiksha Konanki vanished during spring break in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. And now, for the first time, Virginia authorities had confirmed they were interviewing a person of interest. She was last seen around 4:15 a.m. on March 6th, entering the beach at the Rio Republica Hotel, where she had been staying with 5 female college friends. The group had been drinking earlier that night in the hotel lobby bar, according to the police. Surveillance footage had captured Sudiksha on the beach, but she wasn't alone, as we had said earlier. Walking beside her was a 22-year-old Joshua Ribe a senior at St. Cloud State University in Minnesota, US. He was not the part of Sudiksha's group and, according to reports, was vacationing separately. So it is still not clear whether Sudiksha and Ribe knew each other before that night. The Loudoun County Sheriff's Office in Virginia, where Sudiksha's family resides, identified Ribe as a person of interest. Now, this particular individual may have been the last one to have seen her alive. So he was of particular interest, a spokesperson from the police told The Independent. Independent is a British online newspaper. So let me be very clear to all of you. Ribe is not a suspect. He was not a suspect back then. And still, at this stage, this investigation is not a criminal investigation. Ribe was questioned at length, according to Fox News Digital. However, accounts of that interview vary. So the New York Post reported that Ribe gave 3 different versions of events. Meanwhile, CNN noted there were no inconsistencies, suggesting that language and translation issues may have contributed to the confusion. The Dominican police did not publicly identify Ribe, but confirmed that they were questioning a man who entered the ocean with Sudiksha that morning. Surveillance later captured the man leaving the beach alone just before 9 a.m. A short time after, Sudiksha's friends realized she had not returned to the hotel room, and around 4 p.m. the same day, they reported her missing. You should know her sarong-style beach cover-up was found on a lounge chair nearby. There were no signs of a struggle, no screams were heard, no one saw her leave as well. And as days passed, no body washed ashore. So by March 10th, military boats, civil defense teams, divers and drones were scouring the beach and water. The Dominican Republic's National Police said they were re-interviewing the witnesses, the hotel staff, Sudiksha's friends, and anyone who had interacted with her that night. They also began reviewing surveillance footage frame by frame and examining phone and location data. The US Embassy and the FBI joined the investigation, though neither agency has released detailed findings. Sudiksha's father, Subba Rayudu, fears the worst. In an emotional interview with CNN, he said, "She's a very nice girl. She was going to be a doctor. I don't think she drowned. I think she was kidnapped." Despite widespread speculation, no evidence has emerged to confirm foul play, abduction, or accidental drowning. Joshua Ribe has not been charged, and authorities have not named any suspects. The investigation remains ongoing. Sudiksha's parents have requested a legal declaration of death, though Dominican law requires a longer period before such a declaration can be made. So the case remains open, with international authorities, including the FBI and Interpol, involved. Listeners, Sudiksha Konanki's disappearance is a tragic reminder of how quickly joy can turn into sorrows. As her family seeks closure, the world watches, hoping for answers that may one day bring peace to them. As the waves continue to lap the shore where Sudiksha was last seen, her family clings to hope and to the belief that someone, somewhere, knows what happened that night. Her dreams, her voice, her presence, all gone in a matter of minutes. Sudiksha could be your daughter, your sister, your classmate, a friend, a young woman who believed in science, in service, in the future. She was careful, she was thoughtful, she was not reckless, and yet she vanished without a trace. The world is not always as safe as it seems. So when we travel, when we trust, when we meet strangers, let's also remember to be vigilant. Let's protect each other. Let's check in with friends. Let's ask questions, even uncomfortable ones. And if you've heard anything at all, that could help bring Sudiksha home, please contact the FBI or Dominican authorities, because silence helps no one. And until she's found, let's hope the authorities and people don't stop looking. If you found the story compelling, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who follows true crime. At Never Found Unsolved Disappearances and Deaths, we aim to bring to light the missing and maybe, just maybe, spark a lead that helps bring someone home or help find closure. Got a case you think we should cover next? Leave a comment or email me directly. The mystery doesn't end here. So thanks for listening, and until next time, stay cautious, stay compassionate, and remember, someone always knows something. Thank you.